Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Rebels ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. At the 45, on his way. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Wow, we knew coming into this one, this offense wanted to start fast, but David, how about that run and the vision and his ability to spring himself up into the second level, and you saw the speed. That's the kind of play early in the game that'll get your attention.
Get your attention and get the offense rolling. Get them in a rhythm. Like, you're not depending on your quarterback. Your offensive line did a great job paving the hole, creating an explosive on the very first drive. Man, that will get everyone lathered up and excited on this offense.
Buying time to his right. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. 2nd down, going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Had to force that one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Looking left. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Rashad Downs going up top. Got it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. You could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Working the ground game. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Golden Eagles will try to get things moving on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Got an alley. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Right back to it. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Right at the line. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That middle linebacker just wanted it more, man. He came right up the middle. He was able to beat and cross the offensive lineman's face and work his way to the QB.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Little on the stop.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Handoff from the gun. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. The defense putting points on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Caught in the backfield, it's Thurman. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached a break. It's Southern Mississippi on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets away from one, he's got space. He's into the open down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rebels! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on. And
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Rebels offense is back on the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Left side is Stewart. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The offense lining up for a first down play. Making the adjustment on the play. Quick give. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They want to throw it. Back's got it on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
A lot of times on 3rd and long, you're not thinking blitz. You're thinking they're going to sit back in zone and play conservative. They blitz, kind of break tendency, get to the quarterback. He gets the screen off. But, man, great job by this defense. Not just flying upfield, not paying attention, and letting them catch that screen behind them. That's a big stop on 3rd and long.
And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun. Turning it on. Inside the end of the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sidelines going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
Southern Mississippi will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the Golden Eagles want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. 3rd down play from the gun. Out wide left, it's Mosley. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Hauls it in. There he goes. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28th. And the Golden Eagles look to keep this drive humming.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Oh, pressure's coming. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient.
They got him, and down he goes. And what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Golden Eagles will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the Golden Eagles trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Tried to find a seam for more, but a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Eagles.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. First play of this drive. Throws for the tight end. Left side is Thurman. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Tells the run, wants to pass. Still looking to his right. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Fires left. That's caught. It's Lyons. Breaks into the open. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Rebels will line it up on first and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Caught behind the line. It's Thurman. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Moving out to the right. Caught on the right sideline. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Rebels are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Rebels! What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll try to take it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Rebels. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. On the run from inside his own 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. One more snap coming before halftime. Hands it off. Last-ditch effort to get points before the half. A lot of room to the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a 1-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with Boise State taking on the Marshall Thundering Herd. And it's the Broncos eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. Let's check in now on some of the other action today as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. They opened this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Golden Eagles want to pick up the tempo. They'll go back to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. He's got enough. Across the 25, he's got room. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Trying to establish the run. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Hand off again. Crosses the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gives it. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Hand it to the back. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The Rebels have this offense rolling. Off play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the quarterback led his target too much on that outbreaking route. I think in the future, just trying to put it on his front shoulder makes it a lot easier to make the catch.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for running room. Driven back.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he avoids the sack.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Hunt is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. The Golden Eagles will try to get things moving on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Breaks the tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Drops back on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. It's caught. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Golden Eagles getting set on 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready. Check.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. They'll take the penalty and move them back. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5.
Check. 1852 soldier. 1852 soldier. Down, ready. White 29. Ready, go.
Going to the running game. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue 30. Q.
Freshetta Downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Beck. Makes the catch and he's free. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. The Golden Eagles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. On the option. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. That one will give them the lead. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Might as well run him again. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to throw on first. Rush right in his face. Makes a connection.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Go.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Still plenty of time left to break the scoreboard wide open as we get things underway here in the 4th. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pulled to the ground. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Left side is Thurman. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Pass to 6. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That is how you set the tone. First and goal, the offense set up in great position. Nice job rushing the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, getting him in the ground, and now getting him in a 2nd down and long situation.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Going for 6. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. He leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. On first down, here comes this offense. Defense in press coverage. The give as they work on that clock. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw their football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Spits it out to the back. Complete out of the backfield. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up fourth.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And the Golden Eagles decide to punt it away. Making his first move. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get this drive started from the 29. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Looking downfield. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. He's past the marker. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. They're all over him. Out wide left, it's Thurman. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
And And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Escapes the pressure going right. Looking for the score. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's a great throw by this young man. Listen, he's had an up-and-down day, actually probably a little bit more down than up, but this is the big moment. This is where his team needs him to come through. Great start. Let's see if he can put this together, trailing late in this football game.
Into the end zone for a touchdown, and now just 1 point away from a tie. A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. Left side is Thurman. He is in there. The two-point conversion gives them the lead. And what lower intestinal fortitude to go for it there. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Out wide left, it's Beck. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Finds his back in the middle. And to use that stiff arm as a sledgehammer to bludgeon his way to a few extra yards. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
Rush is on. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. And this is exactly the start that they'd envisioned. Get out of the gate, go 3-0, start to make your mark on this season.
They just got to keep riding the momentum. This team has looked so good